this is our game. It's our game. And here's the guy's trying to take it from us. So that makes this shit personal.
Let's make it personal, baby. And a matter of fact, this Sunday night Talk'n Bama, JT is back. It's been 2 weeks. Kidney stones had me down. I'm back. You can't see me like John Cena, and now I'm back. Herb with us as well tonight. We got that man right here up top with me, Damo. We're going to break down some great stuff tonight, guys. We will be without JB. Thoughts and prayers out JB and everything he has going on, guys. He should be back with us next week, though. But JB, we're going to hold it down for you, brother. Tonight, we got some great stuff in store, guys. Ty Simpson versus pressure. Can he carry the weight? Okay. That's a great one. That's going to be something to look at. Alabama running backs, we need you now, right now, not tomorrow, right now. And then who will win the SEC in the 2020-25? I said 2020-25. 2025 season.
And we were both like, yeah.
The 2020-25. Yeah, the 2025.
We with you, dog.
Yeah.
So, Damo, let the people know, man. How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling great, man. Had a blessed day. If you was not with us on the TikTok live last night,
you missed it.
You definitely missed a great one. And if you were not tuned in to the Herb and Raj podcast, also yesterday, you missed another one, you know what I'm saying? So go back and, and stream that. And JT, man, you know what I always say. I'm just blessed to be on the panel with y'all boys, man. That's it, bro.
And we blessed to have you here, brother. We blessed to have you here, man. And then right below me running the ones and twos, that man, Herb. How we doing, brother?
I got trophy husband in the house.
Trophy.
Trophy
husband.
It's a good time. It's a good time. So, man, like you said, great time yesterday. I guess we was on the doing some streaming for hours.
In the comments,
we went straight into the show.
Herb,
that was a lot of fun.
In the comments already, Damo lied to Herb last night too. Oh man, go ahead and crack the egg.
Bro,
go ahead and crack the egg.
Listen, to my defense, some great points were made. Some great points were made. That's all. That's it. That's all, man. That's all.
So last night, guys, in case you missed it, I'll fill you guys in. We had a TikTok live last night over on TikTok with the Bama Standard page, Roll Tide Nation. Damo was on his. Herb and Raj was on as well. We had some other guys on. Great live last night. We broke down, a whole bunch of stuff, guys. And we got to the point we were talking about 1,000-yard wide receivers. And I asked the question, do you go 1 or do you go 2 this year? And earlier, Damo was on Herb and Raj Pod before the live and stated 2. And then when we were live, my man thought about it extra hard and went back and went with 1. So there was a last night. Herb and Damo, they was at each other's throat. But we're good now. We're back now. We're all good. We can believe whether we have 1,000-yard wide receivers or 1. Okay, we're gonna have some this year. So great stuff in store, guys. Before we get started, though, gotta let you guys know who we are sponsored by, and we would not be here without him. Herb, what's that towel we need to have? Where's mine at?
You see it in the back, right? And in the back.
There it go.
I think I get paid in title towels. You can always see. You always know.
Hey, listen, right? if y'all don't know, man, Herb has a lifetime supply of title towels, okay? So if you need one, just hit Herb up, man. He got you, bro. He got you.
Yes, sir. Hey, but love these boys, man. Definitely a good one to support, man. Need to show your support for them and for the Tide. Have them at every game. And like Domo said, man, I always got an extra one on me. If you just really hard up for one, you see me at a game, hit me up. But otherwise, hit up Whitwell Sports. Promo code standard to get your discount. Or you can tell them Herb sent you. I don't know what it'll get you. I ain't making no promises, but it's worth a shot. But hit them up at Whitwell Sports. Man. I love those guys.
If you tell them that Herb and the boys sent you from the show, Herb and the Boys, because that's apparently the new, I don't know if you saw TikTok where Justin said the new name of the show. So I thought that was kind of funny.
I missed that.
Y'all hit them up. Get on TikTok and see you tagged Herb and Raj podcast. So it's pretty funny. And also, guys, we are also sponsored by the one and only Lamstone Company, guys. If you are looking for beautiful natural stone in or around your home, look no further, guys. Right here at realrockstone.com, located in Oneonta, Alabama, one of the most trusted sources in the state today. Hit them up today, guys. Tell them the Bama Center said you get 10% off your first order, guys. Hit them up right now at realrockstone.com. All right, guys, we kicking it off tonight. Topic number one, Ty Simpson versus pressure. Can he carry the weight? What does that mean? What does that mean? So what does that mean? One, what will be asked of Ty early on? Is he going to be a game manager? Is he going to be a game changer from day one? That things can happen. Who knows? Can the run game carry the load early? Do we need that? I think we do. So to get into this question, I'm going to let Damo break it down first for us.
Okay.
Do you think the weight is on Ty Simpson's shoulders? Is it too much, too soon right now? How does it look starting off right here, maybe? Because there's a lot weighing off right here. Do we need 450 and 4 touchdowns from him? Or do we need the running backs to come out? How do you feel, Damo?
I would say at the start, we need the running backs to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because, one of the things that is going to make a quarterback successful is a great run game as well. So if those running backs come out, man, and they hit the ground running, Ty Simpson is going to be fine. But I really don't think there's no pressure on Ty Simpson at all. I think he's got enough around him. You know what I'm saying? He's got enough playmakers around him to the point where he doesn't have to, stressing himself to make the right play, all the time. And plus you got a great head coach and a great OC as well that's going to put you in positions to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So early on, I would say Ty Simpson just has to play his game, bro, and just be Ty Simpson, and the rest will handle itself.
Yeah, I agree on that too right there. And we got some comments right here. Ty Simpson is a true dual threat quarterback. Tristan saying that. While I do agree about the dual threat thing, he will not use his legs as near as much as he will as Milroe did. You'll see that. He will when needed be, but Ty will not be. It will be a 180 from the quarterback play we had last year. The style. I'm not knocking nothing on Milroe because I love Milroe.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that. I'm literally speaking on the style here. Nothing to do with anything else. Just the style, which is, you can see that easy. Herb. So right here, what's the risk if the run game falters early? Like if it flats out, we don't have a good run game. O-line not blocking good, because that's really what this question will boil down to too. If that O-line's blocking, our backs are gonna run.
Yeah.
But if the O-line's not, and let's say they're getting popped in the backfield, we're only getting 2 or 3 yards, Herb. What's that risk right there for a tie?
Well, one thing about, even at 2 or 3 yards, I still think our run game will be, you'll still be feeding the backs, right?
Yeah.
So you're still going to have to keep the defense honest. So I think for Ty, I said this before, his comp to me is a little bit more like what Will Howard did in the national championship game. I think they had great weapons. I think Alabama has great weapons. I don't think Ty is I'm going to take off, for 20 carries in this game. But if you come up on the run and you got my guys covered and there's 10, 15 yards, I'm getting those 10 to 15 yards in the middle, just like Howard did. So I think he's going to be fine. And one of the things we talk about, can he carry the weight? He's still a 5-star quarterback, and he's still a backup quarterback who's been several years at Alabama. And I could argue to you that there's more pressure being the backup quarterback at Alabama than saying, like, the starting quarterback at, let's say, Boston College, who happens to get benched and has to transfer to the year. So I would say the Ty is probably under more pressure than people like that if that was a situation that came up. So
I don't even know if people know if people knew that shot you just took right there. I don't even know if people because of his name is it's a nobody name, and he's trying to make himself a name off his mouth. And that was funny how you just said that. I like that though, Herb. That was good. So that's a way to look at it right there. I'm with Damo right here though too, and I'm with Herb too here too. 5-star quarterback. Obviously, he can play. Everybody's like, well, he played at like a 2 or 3A school. There weren't a lot of talent. What I'm hearing, hey, he's still a 5-star. Okay, he's been a backup for a while at Bama. He understands his system. Obviously, I do understand Ryan Grubb first year in right here, right now. So I understand it's a little bit of some new stuff too. But for the most part, though, it's not hard to get in and learn that stuff right there. One thing that I am got the biggest question mark on right now. Well, I wouldn't even say it's the biggest question mark, but I more or less want to see how this goes out. We talked the run game and the O-line, and I'll pivot a little bit on the topic right here. But how critical is the defense in this equation? I think that the Tide can rely on a dominant defense to keep games manageable while Ty settles in. I think that's another angle you can look at this too right here, and not just be like, we need the O-line and we need the running backs to run the ball and we'll be good. Well, that don't matter, and we're not going to be running the ball a lot if we're down 30.
Yeah.
So,
right.
If we're down 30, we're probably going to be airing it out more. So that's ways to look at it. And real quick, before you put too much eggs in one basket here too, Damo, tell me this. Do you think that going into this season right here, right now, that this coaching staff, obviously Ty, everybody believes Ty's the guy.
Yeah. Do
you believe that they wouldn't make a change if they had to? If it's a tough decision.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna, make a change at all. You know what I'm saying? As they said, of course, Ty has came in, he's basically, a leader now. You know what I'm saying? And even Ty himself, like when you see Ty and I forget the interview he did probably like a week or so ago, and the confidence that he just oozed out, you know what I'm saying? And he told Bama fans like, hey, like, I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that we win, okay? Like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm the toughest guy, that's on the field for Alabama. And I think that stuff like that speaks volumes to your teammates, to your coaches. So I don't really think they would make a change at all.
Yeah, that questions came up a little bit along the way. Herb, I'm gonna let you button that up for us right here. If the pressure's too much, do they make a change? Do they let them kind of simmer out? How do you feel? Is the leash long right here? Is the leash short?
I think because of the defense and the running game, the leash is going to be a little bit longer than what we're thinking.
I agree.
I know that people are screaming for Russell, but Ty really, you don't really want to throw out a freshman into SEC play his first year, right? And sometimes I feel like with Austin Mack, we don't really know what we have there yet. So I feel like Ty, we'd have to be down, 30 in the first half of Florida State for this to really think. And I just don't see stuff like that happening, right? I think our defense is going to keep us in every game. And you got to have some confidence in him to get through the first game, right? Like the first time he failed or, he falters a little and we pull him out, what does that say for his future and our future? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, that's going to shake his confidence for real. That's going to shake his confidence as well.
I heard that's a great way to look at that.
If you pull him out in the first or second quarter, last thing. If you pull him out in the first or second quarter in the Florida State game, like you might as well cancel it for the rest of the year.
Correct.
That's
correct.
it.
Correct.
You got to let them get some burn, let them get back there, let them build some stuff. The only reason I'm saying that is last night on our live as well, I pivot and added that into the show. Somebody asked about the Keelan Russell thing and was pushing for Keelan Russell over Ty. So that's why I kind of brought that up right there to let people know that, even if Ty comes in, give him a chance. I do think Ty goes under 5 interceptions for the whole season.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes over 5. I think he is very good, takes care of the ball, very smart. And hey, while we were talking last night about the 2 1,000 and 2 1,000 rushers, Justin in these comments right here, I can't see his whole name because it isn't showing up on here. Justin Simmons. I just see SUMM. I just see SUMM. So so he said Bama will have 2 1,000-yard receivers and 2 1,000-yard rushers. We'll set the record on the gridiron this year. Man, if Bama does that and 4 players have 4,000 yards combined, Man, we win in 56 to like 10 almost every game, probably.
Yeah, that might
You
be.
have to.
Yeah, that might be the best offense that we've ever.
We'd
seen.
probably be averaging 49, 52 points a game. But roll Tide, Justin. I like it. Roll Tide, Justin. I like that. I can't be upset.
Domo, are you okay with that, Domo? Two.
Man, listen, I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that, bro. I'm totally fine with that.
I would be fine with it, too.
If that mean we scoring 50 points a game and blowing everybody out, bro, hey, I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I would definitely be all for that, too. But I don't know that would be the case because, man, we would but I do think we will have 2 1,000-yard wide receivers. I do think that, though. And I think it's going to be Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard. Isaiah Horton's going to have 600 to 700 big yards, big plays. So, yeah, kind of moving on, though, guys, right here. Alabama running backs, we need you now. What we mean by that is we just talked about how the defense is probably going to be dominant to help out. Imagine if these running backs was to show up with this O-line as well. And we hear the talks about the O-line. We've heard this past year, 2 years, though, too, about our O-line being so great. And we get in the season and we're like, yo, why is our quarterback getting sacked every, 2 downs? Like, what's going on? Or he's running for his life. So this year, we're hoping that O-line is that true number one. And let's say it is right here. Herb, kick us off. Do you think these running backs are going to come out with the "we need you now" mentality, like knowing this team needs you to show up day one, Florida State, and let's run the ball?
Yeah, absolutely. I think first off, when you have Grubb in there and people know how balanced he likes to run his offense, I think they are saying, okay, this is a huge opportunity. They're gonna give us our chances. And then no matter what you think about last year, your leading rusher, most carries, was Jalen Milroe. 168. Jam Miller's second one with 45. That's almost unheard of because I think he only had 30 more passing attempts than rushing attempts. Yeah, so 35, if I'm not mistaken. That's a crazy number. You think about all those rushes now going to actual running backs on the team. Oh, they're chomping at the bit. And I know we go deep. Now we're thinking 4 or 5 guys can get some burn out here, but I think they're ready. I think they've seen the past offenses. I think they see kind of an old style Alabama thing. And if the offensive line is half as good as what we think it could be, they're going to eat all day. They're going to get the opportunity. So I'm ready for it, and I think they're ready for it.
So talking about that, when you say that O-line and half as good as what we're talking about, that's in my opinion. I'm ready to see us pass block versus run block. Yeah. That's really been night and day for Alabama over the past 2 years. We have actually been able to run block pretty decent. But also, you can ask offensive linemen this, and I have asked one of the best, Andre Smith. Yeah. And I asked him what's the difference between blocking for a pocket quarterback and a mobile quarterback that's going to move. That's a night and day question for offensive linemen right there because if you got Tom Brady, he's going to be right there somewhere in this area right here behind you. If you have Milroe, Lamar, Mahomes, even Tua a little bit, they get in the pocket and move and get to scrambling back there. And next thing you know, you're blocking your dude, and now you're holding your dude because the way the play's going now. So, we've had those penalties. We talked about discipline, too, over the teams last night on TikTok. We talked about discipline for this team going forward. Now, that's another key metric that you're not going to put our offensive line for chippy hold calls because we don't have a guy running left or running right. How many times did he say you ran the ball? Milroe ran the ball how many times?
168.
168. Yeah. Ty may carry 20 to 40 throughout the season in that range. It's going to be 20 to 40 probably. Yeah. And designs, there may be 25 design runs for him throughout the whole year. You will not see them design running him as much as, previous years with Milroe. Obviously, different style of player. He is a dual threat. He can run. We saw him run that 70-yard touchdown, and he dropped it early before he came in the end zone. But it's okay, Ty. We love you. We love you still. It's okay. But hold on to that ball till you get to the back of the end zone, son. Damo, these running backs showing up. We're going to strictly talk about the Florida State game right here when we speak in this. Do you think this Florida State game, these running backs are going to show up, show out, that offensive line blocking? Think about it. They said all disrespect going to be handled accordingly.
Yeah, and that goes for all phases of the ball, offense, defense, special teams. That goes for everybody. When you disrespect one, you disrespect all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm really gonna piggyback off what Herb said. If this offensive line, if they come out and they're all on the same page, I feel like these running backs are gonna have a great game versus Florida State. And it's different with Alabama because we can throw so many different style of running backs at you. You know what I'm saying? That we can throw a bruiser at you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get tired of tackling a bruiser. We take the bruiser out, then we throw a speed guy in there, and he hits you for 50, 60, 70
and
yards.
A name people aren't talking about, Damo, when we talk about the guys that aren't a bruiser but are scat backs this year. Washington. Trey Washington is going to be one of those guys that will leave you in the dust this year. And then we got some guys that'll run you over as well. Yeah. So that's a good point, Damo.
If you're a running back, I feel like you're very excited to play in this Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb offense, seeing as how dominant, Dylan Johnson was, that offense at Washington. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the running backs will come out and just dominate week one. Definitely.
I agree. I think the offensive line dominates week 1 too because them boys are going to be just as mad as the other boys. And Miss Latoya in the comments, I like that. Proctor's a beast in a run game. That's kind of why I brought up the point. Yes. It's been night and day for our run blocking versus pass blocking over the past couple of years. And that'll be something that we'll talk about going forward. Oh, Josh, great question right there. We're going to touch that back in Q&A. The Hiller Washington at running back 3. And I want to answer this when we get this question at the end of the show because I've got a perfect way to lay this out, and we laid it out last night about that. But to kind of button this up, yes, we need the running backs to show up right now. We also need that offensive line to show up and block. The defense will be dominant as well. I do think the defense is going to have a chip on their shoulder for this game. So the defense, the only thing that scares me a little bit is don't be so chippy. Chip on your shoulder and so like eager that you're jumping routes and you're making the small mistakes where it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. All right. We got to stop. We don't have to have a pick every play, but let the game come to you is what I'm saying.
And I want to add to that, don't be so eager and amped up, you know what I'm saying? Of course we want to prove a point, you know what I'm saying? But don't be so eager and amped up to the point where you make a play and you have to sit out of the first game, the first half of the next game, the very next week. So it's fine to be amped up and ready to go, but just keep it to a minimum.
Ooh, Latoya dropping a fire question down there. Y'all think Young could step up and be RB1? Ooh, I want to go ahead. I want to tap into that right now while we're on the running backs, and we don't have to hit that one later on. But so, do you think Young could step up and be RB1? Love that question. All right. So it's kind of like, say me, Herb, and Damo are all 3 point guards on the team. Okay. Damo starts the game. All right. He plays around 18 minutes. Okay. Herb is the rotation guy and the backup for Dom, and he plays 14 to 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll come in and I'll play probably 8 minutes at point guard, and then I'll probably another 8 or 9 minutes at a shoot guard role, right? Mm-hmm. We all played around the same amount of time. Yeah. That's where I'm getting at. That I think that just because somebody may be RB1 to start the game, that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be the ones that are just getting every single carry. Right. I think Jam will probably be around your 12 to 15 carries. I think Young will be around that 9 to 12 on his heels right there a game. And then I think that's where your Daniel Hills and your Washington is going to come into play there too. And Daniel Hill could sneak some of them carries as well, depending on how well he gets in there with that playbook. Washington is our scat back that's going to be able to catch the ball in the backfield, which we know Jam can too. But Washington didn't come here to ride the pine. So do I think he could step up and be it? Yes, he has the talent. Yes, he could do it. I just don't think that it necessarily matters as much as it used to matter when there was like this is our guy, and we're going to give him the ball 30 times a game. Derrick Henry, okay, you hand him the ball 20 to 30 times a game. All right, that's where I'm getting at. That we don't. There's so many heads to feed that Young's going to get his, and if the hand's hot, keep feeding the hand. And I'm excited to see Young.
Yeah.
Jam said himself that his weakness is making the first man miss. Yes, and Jam is a run through you type of guy too. Like as much as we see him get out and run the ball, catch the ball, and go back and watch the plays. He don't try to avoid the guys.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Yeah, he's
Bro's like, where you at? Okay, you. Boom. Like, so it's kind of like a Bobby Boucher thing. Like he's looking to make contact. Yeah. That's a good way to look at that, man. Latoya, great comments, great questions right there. Thank you so much for leaving those and hanging out with us tonight on that part. But that'll kind of button us up right there, guys. We do need running backs to show up to kind of tip that off, but we also need that offensive line to show up, pump them boys up. And I'm excited, guys. We're 34 days away, almost 33. We're closing in on under a month from Alabama football. And, we are here.
Fall camp does start. Is it this week?
Fall camp starts, I believe, Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It is Wednesday. And Jam is also a hell of a pass blocker. Great way to comment that, too. That is another way you want to get on the field and be RB1.
Pass block.
You better know how to do that.
Yeah.
You better know how to pass, especially in the NFL. You'll be a role player in the NFL if you can't pass block at running back position, because them quarterbacks make too much money for somebody not to be back there blocking as well. So, guys, before we move to our last topic, guys, we're going to hit you with a title towel promo real quick, guys. Make sure you got it. If you ain't got it, make sure you got it. And if you want to know where to get it and you don't know where to get it, guess what? Boom, right there at the bottom. www.whitwillsports.com. Hit them up today. Let them know the Bama Standard sent you, and we will get you a discount on your first side of the tower. Joshua, Kevin Riley, I think I've heard more of Deer than him. Yes, Kevin Riley's a really fast back as well, but we have so many mouths to feed. I don't think you'll see Kevin Riley a whole lot this year.
Now.
And AK Deer will be right there with the odd man out as well, only because of youth, and we're really deep. A couple of these guys get going next year. AK Deer will be a name to be talking about. Kevin Riley will be a name to be talking about. We could be talking about Jim Miller and Richard Young being two of the hottest names in college football coming up. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that one rolls out there. He said he damn sure I'll never forget that block that he put on Boyfriend George. Yes, he knocked that helmet off with Milrose at 34-yard run with Milrose scampered out.
Jalen Walker? Yeah.
He scampered out on the right, dude. They hit, man, that helmet popped off. I said, oh, and then Milrose just great play there. So, guys, we're going to kind of get into it. This one right here isn't necessarily directly tied to Alabama. But who will win the SEC in the 2025? Herb, what you laughing at?
I was watching some guys on a TikTok live last night, and one of the guys had an interesting answer for this, and he just kind of went with the grain. He threw out Georgia, LSU, even though everybody was a Bama fan. Nobody wanted to hear this. I was thinking, that dude's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's I'm just laughing thinking about
that. Was that dude's name Herb? What did you say? Would have been Herb?
I think his name was Herb. Herb, not Herb.
JT, we were on that same live, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we were on the same live. I think so. I'm pretty sure I remember that one.
Yeah, tell us your pick, Herb.
I'll let y'all go first. It's cool. I can wait till last.
Okay, so we'll put Herb last on this one then, guys. So who will win the SEC in 2025? I want to hear y'all in the comments real quick.
Okay.
Damo, give me the game, okay? Who's it going to be? What team plays, wins the SEC championship?
I have been saying this for about a month and a half now. I have Alabama and Texas in the SEC championship game. I feel like those are the two most talented teams in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Two of the best, three coaches in the SEC as well. And we all know what happened the last time Sark and DeBoer, they met up in that college football playoff or whatever. It was a great game. So I have Texas and Alabama in Atlanta, and I have, of course, y'all know I got Alabama coming away with yet another SEC championship.
Okay, I like that one right there, and in my opinion, that's the hot one, the Texas Alabama. A lot of people are on that one. I'll go right now, and then I'll let Herb button us up. Mine's a hot take. Here because some people are like, oh, whoa. And I believe, and I can't wait. I'm gonna call Jonathan that was on the live with us last night too. After South Carolina has this ultimately good year, like I've called, and everybody is going to back off of it. But I think South Carolina is either going to have one loss or be undefeated in the SEC championship. That one loss could be to us, but I think it's going to be Bama versus South Carolina SEC championship. Keep in mind, South Carolina does not play Texas. They do not play Georgia. The toughest team they play is Bama. They do have an LSU. They do have some back-to-back games, and they have lost some people. I get it. There's guys that'll step up as well. Maybe I'm sipping the Beamer juice a little bit more than I should, but I think South Carolina is going to be a really good team this year. Sellers, man, that man is nice. Obviously, I know he can't do it by himself, but that's going to be one of the that I think could be dark horse / my hot take this year. Alabama, South Carolina, Part 2 SEC championship game.
I do want to add to that though. Okay, if y'all do not know, South Carolina is looking forward to Alabama coming to Columbus. They do have their game circled. Okay, so, Alabama will be getting South Carolina's best shot when we go there.
Best shot, son. Best shot.
So yeah.
And Bama needs to be ready to throw their best shot and get ready to maneuver. Herb, you down there smiling? Down there smiling, son.
Go ahead. I'm just giving the answers to make people mad at this point. I'm gonna give the wild one, the non-Bama answer. I'm gonna say Georgia, LSU, SEC championship.
I'm just all right. So Herb, and maybe this is that people are probably saying this to me when I say South Carolina. I do not get the LSU hype. I don't get it. I think South Carolina is going to walk the doors off LSU.
Yeah. Defensively, I think LSU will be a good team defensively. But offensively, man, like we've seen Nuss have a turnover problem, you know what I'm saying? And it is BK. So BK, like I said last night, BK is going to find a way.
Where's that game at? Where's that game at? Hey, where's the game at?
At LSU, right? Is it at LSU?
I don't know. I can't remember. I cannot. It probably is too. It probably because that's their tough game because they got Bama at home. So they don't have LSU and Bama at home. Good God, with no Georgia and no Texas. Yeah, I would definitely.
It's at Clemson. Money. It's at Clemson.
It's at Clemson. Why are they playing at Clemson?
Oh no, because South Carolina is in what you call it? Yeah.
You said the opening game. I'm sorry. I thought you said the opening game. I'm sorry.
No. Well, yeah, I know that one's at Clemson. I'm talking about LSU and South Carolina. That's it. That's got to be Death Valley.
That's at LSU. They did play at South Carolina last season.
You're right. Sorry. I was reading the comments and looking at a different schedule.
Yeah.
And there's no way they let Bama and LSU go to South. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like, no, dog. And you don't play Georgia or Texas too, so like that would be the cakeist SEC schedule of life.
So if you don't mind, JT, I got a question for you, Herb. So why you got so much faith in LSU to make it to Atlanta?
Hold on.
I don't. I just wanted to pick a non-Bama team, and so my Georgia guy, he gave out his 1 through 16, and he had Georgia and LSU at the top. So I said, okay, I'll go with that because I don't have LSU beating us. I think they're going to lose that first game of the year anyway. But if I was going to pick a non-Bama, like I've already told you, I don't believe in Texas. I think that's a 9-3.
Yeah.
I think South Carolina doesn't have all the offensive weapons that we think they did. They lost a whole lot of even the guy that came on our show, Jack Veltri for South Carolina,
Rocket Sanders,
9-3. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't believe in any other team. Like every team in the SEC, you could pick apart right now. So I'll take Georgia because best coach in the game right now. Definitely best coach in the SEC.
Okay, I get yeah.
And then throw out the second team. We'll see. Georgia had one of their worst teams last year, and they still won the SEC.
They won the SEC.
So I feel like you can't count them out until they do it. So
I want to see how Gunner's going to play against Bama. I'm extremely excited to see that that's going to be one of the question marks to me there. Herb, pull up the questions real quick. Let's start hitting them.
All right. Who up first?
Do y'all think Simpson will be a better dual threat quarterback than Milroe? I do believe he will. Okay, so if we're talking like true dual threat quarterback stuff here, yes, I think he will. Sometimes Milroe went off he used too much instincts of his legs and too much talent and relied too much on it. And sometimes that's an issue. So, yes, I do think Ty could possibly be better. He also has, in my opinion, a better skill group, a better defense, better setup this year. So, yes, Josh.
Yeah.
Damo,
this is an interesting one because this better mean, he's not going to be a good runner.
Yeah.
He definitely will be more balanced. So that's why
I'm answering the question. I'm answering the question as in when I say yes, as in the production will show. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like better wins. Will be in the SEC champion, I think that type of stuff.
Yep. All right, we're going to Domo.
Josh again, Domo.
Josh again. Do y'all think people are sleeping on Ty Simpson's deep ball? Yes, I absolutely do. There was a video that I think that came out about a week or two ago, and I forget where he was in. Was it a camp or something like that? And he let off the most beautiful pass, and all he did was flick his wrist. And you guys remember the game he got in last season, I forget, where he got hit by two defensive linemen, okay?
Yes.
Stands off of it. He leaves the pocket, sets his feet, and throws a deep ball to, was it Rico Scott? I think it was Rico Scott, and it was a complete pass. So I think people definitely are sleeping on Ty Simpson's passing ability, in all. So, yeah, I do think they are sleeping on his deep ball.
I agree with you. Well said. Next up, what will the Ryan Grubb running game look like with SEC caliber players? And I saw another one where somebody was talking about his production at Washington. Somebody else made a good point about it. I saw those comments. He had great running games at Washington, but the competition isn't the same as what he plays in the SEC. What I think the running game will be, what we've said several times, is it will be balanced. There will be no. If the running game is going, even with the offensive weapons we have, he will continue to run the ball. If they step up and stop the run, then we're good. Grubb, a lot of things that you read about him, he's a great, he makes great adjustments.
He does.
Whoever is running well will get the ball. Whatever is working game plan wise, he'll get the ball. If the running game's working, we might have a whole quarter where we don't even throw a pass just because that's I feel like he's that kind of guy. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
And Damo, that was to Josh Cuevas. I remember seeing that. But the only reason I say that too is because I say that Austin Mack has thrown the prettiest ball since Bryce Young, and that was to Rico Scott.
That was Rico Scott. Okay,
that was the prettiest ball I have seen thrown in an Alabama uniform since Bryce Young, because literally that was a long handoff. Rico did this, and it was there. It just in the bucket. So, Austin Mack's nice too, man. Austin Mack is nice too, man. That is good. Ty Simpson burner account. He said he's late. Roll Tide, brother. Pull up the next one real quick, brother. Does Jim break over 1K? What a question we had last night. So, man, I went under because I think he's going to be close to 900, 950. It's going to be close. I think that combined rushing and receiving, he has 1K, though. So I think with that, he'll probably have about 1,200 rushing and receiving, catching some out in the backfield, but also turning some in on the ground. And I'll say this, if an injury occurs, you will obviously see him hit the 1K a lot easier. I'm going under 1K, not because of talent. There's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yep.
Don't be that guy.
Well, it's an interesting out of conference or out of SEC. Or, yeah, now out of SEC. I had to go look this up, so I didn't see it when he first said it.
Man, get that the.
You know what? I did see that, and he said that, and the part where I think Nico really gave it away is when he said he let his family handle all of the NIL stuff like that. So the rumor that there was people in his ear or anything like that, I think his answer definitely confirmed what everybody was talking about. So yeah.
Son, you think the Big Ten is?
Yeah, he's continuously doing spin control. It's like. Oh my God, I gotta let everybody know this. No, you left because of the money, man. You can say all this other stuff, but it was money, and it's fine at this point. Everybody's ready to move on. So
it is definitely ready to move on, bro. And go do your thing over there with the Big Ten, bro.
Yeah. If you think you have honestly a better shot with UCLA's talent versus the rest of the Big Ten than you did with Tennessee's, I mean, more power to you.
Yeah, you got a better shot with Tennessee in the Big Ten than you do UCLA, dog. 100%. But let people talk. The SEC gonna pop people in the mouth again this year. It's gonna be we back, baby. Let's see here. Herb. Oh no. I wanted to do this one. That's the one I wanted to do actually. Hill or Washington at RB3. So I kind of spoke about it earlier. Hill's gonna be battling for RB2 as well, the way he's gonna be playing. Washington is going to be the receiving back, so you're going to get him in situational areas, 3rd and 3s where we're passing the ball and we need him there. Or, how much does Washington and Hill, which one can block better? That may come down to the question. It may come down to that for whatever play they're doing. Hey, they're going to send an extra guy, so the running back's got to pick them up. We're going to have Hill do it, or we're going to have Washington. Yeah, that's where those things can come into play. Yeah. I do think that Hill gets the nod over Washington due to just being more of the part and being able to do a little bit more on the field. But I do think Washington gets some burn this year. And also, I think going forward, keep your eyes on Washington going forward, because especially if he stays with the Tide and keeps trying to add on, this could be really good. And you could be looking at Hill and Washington in the next year or so as some of the guys. But then you got Kevin Riley and A.K. Deere right there too. So that backfield at Alabama is loaded right now, not counting the EJ we just got, 5-star running back. We've got some guys. So I'm excited. It's a true good problem to have. Good problem to have when we're talking about RB3.
All right. Last one, Domo, if you want to think about the CB.
What you guys think about the CB depth? Listen, I think the CB room we have right now is probably one of the deepest that we've seen in a while. So I think you obviously got your top two. You got Damani Jackson and Xavier Brown. And I'm gonna go Cam Calhoun. Put him in there too. Of course you got Zay Mincy, you got Drake Kirk. You know what I'm saying? So like the running back room, it's a great problem to have. You know what I'm saying? Because you take one guy out and put the other one in, you're not really gonna see a drop off in production. At all. And I do think
over the top when I know they're talking about cornerbacks, but over the top, I mean you got Sab and Bray that's right there too. So I
definitely do think that we do have the best secondary and secondary room in the country. I do think that.
No, definitely.
I agree. And Josh just commented, do you think Keeley gets his time this year? Yes. Yeah. He gets some burn there. That's a big talk right now too. Keeley's definitely going to get some burn of that bandit role. And I'm excited to see Keeley get some burn. I'm also excited to see number 4-2, Yanze Pierre. Keep your eyes on number 4-2, Yanze Pierre. That is my dude. And I hope Yanze gets in and gets some 34 sacks in one play. All right. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it can happen. Okay. Guys, thank you guys for joining us tonight. For the most part, that wraps us up. You guys have been awesome joining in. Herb has got to do his 50 push-ups before we get off, guys. So make sure y'all stay. Watch Herb break out 50 push-ups. Look at him. He's already ready.
How long do I have to do the 50 push-ups?
He's already getting that shoulder ready. I done mailed him some icy hot. That icy hot will be hitting your door in just a minute.
Get your little heating pad too, bro. Have your little heating pad.
I got my connection's breaking up. Well, I couldn't hear y'all. What?
You said I go in 5. Okay. He's like pros. Over here, reload. So that's good. Damo, he said, to answer my question, I'll do the 50. How do you think Lawson does this season stat-wise? Oh, so stat-wise, last year's stats, looking at his stats, is going to look a little bit questionable. He was battling some injuries when he came back, too. And if you look the year before that, had some injury. You know how you know Jahai Campbell?
Yeah.
Deontay Lawson got banged up. That's how you found out about Jahai Campbell halfway through 2023 season. Guys get banged up, another guy steps up. And Jahai Campbell and Lawson have had a good run together. I think Lawson cannot get the injury bug this year, man. He's going to have a first, second round draft stock.
This is his money
possibly
year.
First.
Money.
Yes, because he gets pressure on that quarterback. But the question mark on Lawson is going to be coverage, pass coverage.
Yeah.
Where are you looking at? Where's your eyes at? Because your middle linebacker, you're the quarterback of the defense, basically. You got to be able to have the guys set up. You got to be able to know that cornerback needs to be 3 inches more inside. That lineman needs to be lined up in the A gap, not over here, way off to the left.
Yeah.
So little key things right there are pretty big, and that right there, Josh, is going to be the one to identify his stat line. I can't give you off the top of my head because he hasn't had a full season full of stats because he's had some injuries. So, but like I said, I will put a number on a first grade, second grade talent level right here, and that would be good. And this is the last one I'll do right here. Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson's going to get on the field a lot this year. Obviously, got that medical red shirt to come back. That's a huge blessing for us and him because now he'll get to show the NFL what else he can do to be a 1 or 2 talent as well.
I would not be surprised if he led us in tackles.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised in April if we're talking about 10 to 15 Bama guys being drafted.
Right.
Like, I think there's some guys this year that could, and also that helps this coaching staff for recruiting. It's another set of guys they put in the lead. Yeah. I've heard recruits out their mouth say, I want to go to Bama because have you not seen what Ryan Grubb did with the wide receivers at Washington? That's why I want to go to Bama. Yep. I've heard guys say that are 5-star recruits committing to us. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, okay, they watch that. That's a big thing. So before we get out of here, go ahead.
Definitely. Yeah.
How you guys feel about Xavier Griffin closing his recruitment?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that it's early. Did it early. You know what you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Him and his mom have been some of the biggest backers of this staff. So that was another great thing to see. I just think it further helps your other recruitments. You see a guy like that who's like, look, man, I'm not even worried about this for the rest of the year. I think people who are even thinking about Bama look at that and think, okay, what am I missing? What did I, let me give them a second look. I think sometimes that's the kind of thing that leads to other flips and stuff like that. So no, I thought it was great that he did it. So.
And I like that his mom and his folks are into his recruiting because I'm gonna tell you, as a parent, my oldest is 8, so I don't know about a 17-year-old parent's problems versus my 8-year-old problems right now. But what I do know is this: as a parent, I'm heavily involved in my kid's life. Okay, if it's a decision like this being made. Okay, okay, Kat, this is my first one in a week. It's my first one in a week, Kat. And look, I got the bottle right here. I'm drinking with it, okay?
You ain't got a chaser.
I do. I chase the dude now.
All right.
I chase the dude.
Definitely.
I flush them kidneys out with water. So I don't even know what I was talking about now. I don't even know what I was talking about.
How great it was working with me and Domo.
Yeah, that is.
Oh
right.
yeah, man. Right. I wouldn't lie on. No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. But now, Justin did comment and said, "Herb, I hope no one lied to you this episode."
Wow, you know what? Y'all
at least open the water. It is open, bro. Look! I took a little sippy sip, but I didn't drop this one.
Y'all are never gonna let that one go, man. It's okay. It's all right, man. It's okay.
It was great because it was like an hour after the other show.
Yes, bro. Yes.
This is what I do right here. This is what I do right here. This is what I do. For those of y'all that did not like my answers to those questions, I sincerely apologize. Okay, I don't want to make it seem like I lied to y'all.
Dom, we giving you a hard time, bro. It's like little bro, big bro, bro. It's just it's like little bro, big bro. It's just funny
I
stuff.
love all y'all, man. I love y'all. Man.
Hey, Josh, I'll answer your last question before we head out of here. Does Derek Meadows get any playing time? That's not mop-up duty. And I'm going to say yes. And let me explain to you why I say yes to this. Go look at what this staff is recruiting right now, the size of receivers, and then go look at our depth chart right now and tell me what size guy correlates to what they're recruiting right now. Now, that don't mean I'm saying he's going to be the starter and he's going to be the guy that gets 1,000 passes.
Yeah.
I do think he gets some work. He has size that nobody else has on our team. So, depending on what's going on, so yeah, that's there's that. I do think it does. It's probably going to be situational, So
I think more like a red zone type situation that we select Drake Meadows.
I just think it's a lot of folks in front of him because I like Meadows. I like what we've seen, but it's just talent in front of him is just great. It's nothing against him.
What question you have, Sharpshooter? I ain't see you, bro. If we playing at Bama's basketball game, who will win? I will say me. If we play the Bama Center Friend, that's what win. Hey, all right, bro. So listen, I'll go break my jersey out, dog. Now, I ain't gonna get in all that, but they used to call me white chocolate on the court, bro. Where I grew up, I ain't play with no white boys. Now I'm ready. Hey, we'll run it. We'll run it. Boy, what you want to play to 12? You want to play to 11 ones and twos? Got to win by 2. Hey, well, I'm down. Hey, we gonna do that. We're going to have a basketball game. I'm okay with that, and that is actually cool because what we'll do is we'll podcast it up. The Bama Standard, go ahead and dust y'all kneecaps. Get Steve Brown ready. Get Marvin ready. Justin, get in the gym. Get ready. Me, JB, and Herb, and we're going to take Damo with us. We're going to take our 4, and we're going to just start playing. And we're going to start playing. We're going to start playing other podcast crews in basketball now, baby. It's going to be good, baby. Steve Nash in the thing. I'm coming out retirement, dog. Hit him with a little.
We need commentators. We need commentators as well. We need commentators.
And see, I'm not going to commentate now when I'm playing. Okay. Now, if you put me a mic on, and I will play and talk junk to you the whole time while I'm playing. Although when he goes left, and he's going to go right, top line, base court, and he's left, right, backhand. Yeah. But no, Marinsky, we're going to have to talk about some basketball, man. I love to do that. I know this dude didn't just speak on our knees. I did, Justin. I did, okay? I did. I get some rubbing icy hot for y'all. Before we get out of here, Damo, let the people know what you got going on, man, where they can find you at, and all the great things you got doing, man.
Man, listen, y'all know y'all can find me on TikTok at Damo Reacts. That's DOMO_Reacts. It's a couple of y'all in the chat that interact with me and show support, so I love you guys and thank you guys for that. Sometimes you will catch me on Sunday night Talk'n Bama, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully I get another shot on the Herb and Rod podcast as well. But I'm going to leave that to the higher management, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, bro. You are welcome anytime. That's an open invitation.
I will be at the South Carolina game, too, and I will be giving y'all some in-game content from that game.
That is good, Dom.
I'm ready.
I like it.
See, I won't be at that one. I know most of our network will be at the Vandy game in Tuscaloosa, October 3rd and October 4th. So I know we will be there. I will be there. Justin will be there. I think Herb's going to make a guest appearance as well. Look at him right there. He's already smiling. Look at him. He's just going to pull up.
I'm still working out my NIL money, but I think I'll be there.
Working out the kinks here.
I'll probably have like 3 or 4 more title towels by then.
He said Dumbo is going to be $4.99 to get on our show again. Sorry, bro.
Hey, man.
They hit him on a copyright infringement on the show last night. Said you was lying.
Man.
Said you hopped on another show within 30 minutes and said something else. So they hit him copyright strike on Herb Ragsdale. Boom, boom. They said this is AI.
Hey, Rod, I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna DM you after we get out here. I'm gonna DM you.
Herb, let the people know what y'all got going on, man.
Oh man, after Sunday nights, next time is on Tuesday. Herb and Raj podcast, 8 p.m. We got Brian Smith this Tuesday. He is from Locked On Seminoles. So, we got a lot to talk about with them this week. And then just like Domo mentioned, the Herb and Raj Unhinged After Dark, 7:30 on Saturday nights. And Domo, like I said, man, you always welcome. We'll also schedule a regular Tuesday one as well. But Saturday one, man, people just pop up. So I saw Brinsky in there talked about just showing up. So Justin and I think JB and whatever JT style, I guess when he all right with the Mountain, you can bring a Mountain Dew to the thing, man, and show up on us as well. So we have a good time on Saturday nights.
Great time on Saturday nights for Herb and Raj, man. Them boys always kick back a little something light in the cups. No big deal. Herb, when you have that guest on, man, it's a legit question I want to know. Ask him how they feel about their offensive line this year, because that is actual question I want to know. I've looked up some things myself, but I want to hear it from a perspective of somebody.
The link is already posted. Go on over to it. You can catch us here on Bama Standard. Post your question, even if you can't be there Tuesday night.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, because I don't have to work, but I will definitely probably post that because I want to hear about that. And, guys, tune in to the Bama Standard this Tuesday as well, guys. 5-star linebacker Xavier Griffin will be the guest on the show, guys. Make sure y'all come on. Great content right here, guys. And I'm going to give a special announcement as well. I'm working on the date, looking like August the 10th right now. August the 10th is what we're looking like. Roll Tide Willie and Mr. Chad coming on the show, giving us some breakdowns of what they're going to be doing this year, what they're going on. Roll Tide Willie's in a movie with Drewski. So, yeah. Yep. He's in a movie with Drewski. And Shane Gills is in the movie. A couple other people. What's his name? Oh, whoa, okay. Hold on.
JT
no, Herb. She's not. No, Herb. Hold on. Listen, I do my own schedule. I have a set schedule every single week, right? Okay. So we have VBS. I got the dates mixed up, and I put it was this week was VBS. I did not adjust my schedule. This week I adjusted my schedule for VBS, and we don't have it. So now I am working Tuesday. I forgot about that, actually. I actually work in the morning. I forgot about that. But, yeah, because normally I work night shift on Monday and Tuesday. So that one actually, Mia is. That's why I have a wife, okay? Keep you in line. Need somebody to keep you in line. I need to be kept in line, okay? I am wild. Now, a little less due lately. I've been a little more in line. But two people on one panel lied to her. What's going to work? I didn't lie. I do work Tuesday nights. The one Tuesday night that I'm not working, and I forgot. Okay,
cool,
hey, don't do it like that. But all right, guys, that'll close out the show tonight. Make sure y'all always check us out right here on Sunday nights, Talk'n Bama. I'm JT, the host. Also, check us out on Roll Tide Nation on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be going live on Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Central Time. Correlate that to whatever your time zone is with Central, but 9:30 Central Time. And we're going to have a great time. I'm on there. My man Herb's on there. Damo's on there. That man said, man, trade the town. We need to get Brizzy on there, man. We need to get you on there as well. And JB just stopped by. Catch you guys next week. Roll Tide Roll. As we said at the beginning of the show, JB, we missed you tonight, man. Thoughts and prayers out to you and the fam. Thinking about you, man. Need to reevaluate my staff and with all this lies. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. We're 34 days out from the Tide rolling.
Let's do it.
Baby.
Give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Roll Tide, everybody.